Welcome to another edition of the Story Behind the Car, and another cool one. This is a 1950 Chevy Suburban. You can see the 3100 badging right there. And the gentleman that owns this car, Albert, born and raised in LA, has lived in St. Louis for the last 3 years and is with a tire company, and he travels around opening up markets. Really a great guy and an amazing truck. And I go to car shows and I come across vehicles that are really cool, and sometimes the owners don't want to be on video, and Albert didn't. But also at this particular show, they had a stereo blaring, and I'd get copyright infringement. So Albert really didn't want to be on the video, didn't want to talk, but he gave me a ton of information. So this was a government vehicle. He got it out of Denver, Colorado, and the frame is a stock frame. A guy named Mike Drake out of Ohio with Mad Rides helped build it and box the stock frame. Here I got the door open and we can see the inside. So this is essentially it's a stock 1950 Suburban that Albert has tricked out, and he said it will run across the country. He's going to take it on trips. He's had it for a while, and he's also tricked it out with all kinds of vintage stuff that you'll see on the vehicle. But it has all the rows. That's a roof rack that he said he put on. I believe he said he put it on 4 days before this car show. Cragars, as I mentioned. So it's got a Mustang II Thompson engineered front end, a Chevy Colorado rear end. The rear end is on air. He said he wasn't sure. So there's some of that vintage stuff. You'll see more of it. What's cool is on the clamshell rear end, when he opened it, that license plate's hinged. So it drops down, and he was telling me that back in the day, they built it that way so it would be hinged. You can see it's hinged right there by the tail light. The reason they did that is if you were hauling wood and you could open that clamshell, you could put, full-length lumber in there, but the license plate would still be visible from behind. Just check out that patina. Just an amazing truck. So Chevy Colorado rear end, four-wheel disc, Vintage Cragars, I already mentioned that. Has all 3 rows, which the 3 rows is hard to find on any of these old Suburbans. Guys would take them out, and then they would put them in a safe spot, forget they have it, and then they would sell it, and later on I guess they would get rid of the seats. But really a cool truck. And there's more of the government badging. He's got a Bluetooth wireless stereo setup in it, vintage air. And I don't remember if it's actual vintage air, but it's a modern air system, heating and cooling. You can see the vents right there. Doesn't have a headliner in it, but he said it runs down the road just amazing, and it drives fantastic. Highway speeds, more of the Chevy 3100 badging, has the visor. It also has one of those crystals on the front dash that when you're driving at a stoplight, you can see the light change. So here he just popped the hood for us, and this is a 6.0 LQ4 LS motor and a 4L80 transmission. And you can see it's got air conditioning. It's really tricked out. You can see all the hosing for the vintage air, and just a beautiful engine bay, just really nice. Aluminum radiator, painted black. Love the old hinges on these hoods. So it's a totally stock truck, other than the fact that he's redone the engine bay, put a different motor in it, and all the rear end, or the front end and rear end that I already mentioned from Mad Rides. But really a cool truck. I had a great conversation with Albert too. He told me all about the truck, and he's a 3rd generation hot rodder. So he was born in LA, grew up in LA. I think he said he lived in Utah for a little bit, Colorado, and he's lived in St. Louis for the last 3 years, and opening up this market for a tire company. So we'll slide around to the back of the vehicle. What a profile, and that patina is the real deal. So here Albert opened up the back end, and there you can see his Bluetooth stereo and the clamshell. And like I said, so that license plate, everything just is on a hinge, so when you open up the tailgate, it's hinged so the law can see it. So there's AAA. You can see all his vintage stuff that he's got on the vehicle, and just those rear tail lights. So those cables, I did a 55 Nomad, same setup. Those cables would be in there, and then that would secure the tailgate. So if you sat on it or put a lot of weight on it, it would hold the tailgate. So great looking truck. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed the heck out of it, and want to thank Albert again for allowing us to shoot his amazing truck.